Greetings. I'm online and on the air and bring you guys another art tutorial because I strongly believe that education should be free. In this tutorial, what I wanted to discuss was, I wanted to discuss a few things. I wanted to discuss the spacing of divisions and elements. I want to discuss positioning elements in relation to each other. And I might cover a little bit of color theory too. But not a whole slew. Color theory isn't really my main purpose here. It's related, but it's not my main purpose here. Now, yeah. Spacing the division of elements. Excuse me while I sneeze. Okay, there's no sneeze. You know, it's like allergy season now, so... Well, it is for me anyways. Some people don't seem to understand that there are like different types of allergies, but I can't really blame them. When I was younger, I didn't even understand it either. And I had allergies, which is weird. Yeah, spacing the division of elements. Now, the division of elements is also important. Things that are evenly spaced are not interesting. Get rid of my Jedi character here for a second. Yeah. Now, the spacing and division of elements is also important. Things that are evenly spaced are less interesting than things that are that have more variety. The more random and different elements are in your image, the more interesting it'll be. Now, take a look at this guy in comparison to this guy. Which one is more interesting? This guy, right? Because the division of elements, the division of space is different. So your attention will be attracted to it. Same thing with this guy here. Which is more interesting? Pretend this guy isn't here. This guy or this guy? This guy's more interesting. Why? The division of space is more varied. Even it works sideways. Even diagonally. Any angle you can possibly conceive of. The things that attract more attention are the things that are like more different. And the things that are more even, don't attract as much attention. It's this weird thing that we have going on with like nature. When you're developing composition, trying to keep things like that in mind. It's actually kind of interesting. Now, something else I wanted to discuss. Positioning elements in relation to each other. Now, let's take a similar example to the one that I just created, where you have like these, beads here. If I just grab like two of these guys and just copy and paste them over, and then I'd have to like worry about flares and stuff. I don't want to do the flares. Whichever. Now let's say you got like some elements over here, right? You've also got elements over here, elements over here, and then you got this guy, you got this element and this element. And now you'll notice something, that the one that attracts the least amount of attention is this guy, because everything is absolutely equal, right? And the one that attracts the most attention is this guy. Going back to the rule about variation attracting more attention. There's like a whole slew of ways you can like vary it up, and there are like all kinds of like books you can study on the subject and whatnot. I should get back to my Jedi. I'll use the Jedi thing as an example. Right. So here's my Jedi character. A little bit fair drawn. Still a bit of a gesturally state. And there's like a crowd of people behind them that you can't see right now because I haven't drawn them in yet. Okay, now notice what I'm doing with this. Yeah, I know it's a cloud. They're Sith warriors. Okay, they're Sith warriors, and they all have like red lightsabers. Red, not yellow, red. right? So this person is like surrounded. Now notice the way I position all the persons. The characters are overbearing, right? They're overbearing the Jedi character. This should help convey a sense of being overwhelmed. There's a whole slew of ways to position elements and characters in order to help convey certain feelings and sensations. I'm not going to go over them here because it's not the purpose of my thing here. I'm just going over the process for this particular image. You guys can study like layout or cinematography or storyboarding or photography or something like that if you want to learn more about how to arrange different elements to convey specific feelings. Now notice right now, with my current elements, there isn't much preventing the eye direction from like flying off the page. Like right now my eye direction is doing something like this. It's kind of like coming in from here, here, and it flies over to the Jedi character over here, and then it's probably going to fly off over here, or fly off over there. Or it might zigzag across and follow the crowd and still fly off into space. Over here or over here. There's nothing to like retain the eye direction of the image. So, if I take this guy, create some Sith Lords on the sides of my composition, like maybe over here and over here. These Sith Lord characters on the sides here are going to create an edge to help create the type of border and catch the traveling eyes, catch the eyes from traveling off the page, the traveling eyes of the viewer. So now my eye direction is getting boxed in. It's boxed in now. It's coming in, and it's going towards the Jedi. Right, it's coming down, and it's being deflected by my Sith Lords, and it's being deflected by my Sith Lords again, and it's being drawn upwards, up here. It might be following the crowd of the Sith and back, right? And notice what I did with the arm. I positioned it in this kind of fashion, right? The lightsaber, like that. Like the first time I did this image, I ended up playing around with that arm like 10 times, like so many times, trying to figure out what to do with it. Because before I kept like getting this thing where the arm, my initial idea was to do something like this, right? I'm like, if I do this, my eye direction is just going to shoot off the page like that. That's not good. I don't want that. So I ended up like tweaking it, playing around with it for a while, and eventually I got something like this. And it's designed to like cause the eye direction to come back down and down in towards the Sith Lord, and the Sith Lord guides the eye direction back down, and so on and so forth. So it kind of creates like a type of eye trap. The eye direction is being boxed in from all sides. And again, it just kind of like goes back to like some of the other stuff I was talking about utilizing different things to control the viewer's eye direction. And this stuff over here with characters overbearing the Jedi is designed to like create some kinds of feeling of being overwhelmed. And there are like different things that you can do in order to like convey different sensations like that. If you want a person to feel weak, if you want to create a scene that looks weak or scary or happy or sad or mad or any slew of emotions, they all have like different types of compositional settings, arrangements. When you arrange the characters, are they on equal footing? Is one character taller? Is one character shorter? What angle are you aiming at the character at? Are you looking up at the character? Are you looking down from the character? Are you looking straight at the characters? All sorts of things like that. Just playing around with them, playing around with like different angles and stuff, and figure out what kind of a scene, what kind of feelings you want to create for your scene, and what type of shots would best emote those kind of feelings. That's pretty much all I got to like say on positioning elements and spacing division of elements in the scene. Those are the basics. There's obviously more to it than that. A lot of it is just like trial and error. A lot of it is like practice, exercise. It's just like one example. So until next time, keep drawing, have fun.